Aw, animals. Court rules Parrot witness caper as a failed murder-suicide. Last week, Michigan woman Glenna Duram was found guilty of killing her husband Marty in 2015. The couple's pet African gray parrot, Bud, reportedly saw the whole thing go down but wasn't called to provide testimony despite initial considerations for him to do so. See, he keeps squawking, "Don't shoot," but in Marty's voice. Marty's folks reckon that's him mimicking their son's last words. Parrots like Bud are renowned for their speech abilities, but that wasn't used as evidence against Glenna, and Bud didn't get his day in court. But if what he squawks is true, Glenna was arguing with Marty before she put 5 bullets in him. Bud would have also had a bird's eye view, as Glenna failed to kill herself in the botched murder-suicide. And for Glenna at least, the citiciforms really came home to roost last week. She's looking at life behind bars and will be sentenced at the end of August. As for her former parrot, well, we don't know how he is, but we do have an idea for a television show though. Bud the Parrot starring in Murder He Squawked. Coming to a TV near you never. Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews. Stay tuned, Tomo Sapiens. We got more stories that'll keep you parroting for years to come.
A gruesome murder in Agra, northern India on February 20th was discovered when Vijay Sharma, the editor of a Hindi daily newspaper, came home to find his wife and dog stabbed to death. The city police were baffled by the case for almost a week, till the sole survivor's voice was heard. 45-year-old Neelam Sharma and her pet dog were both stabbed to death at home. But the killers weren't aware that they left a witness alive. The family parrot, Hira, would start shrieking and flapping around the cage when the victim's nephew, Ashutosh, came by. She even screeched every time Ashutosh's name was mentioned, according to Vijay. Growing suspicious, Sharma's family spoke his name in front of Hira and she started shouting, "Usne mara," meaning, "he has killed." Ashutosh and his accomplice were arrested on February 26th. He confessed that he intended to rob his aunt, but then decided to kill her when she caught them in the act. They never thought about killing the parrot, as it had been silent in its cage.
Parrot missing for 4 years, returns speaking Spanish. How does a parrot go from "Hello, governor" to "Hola, amigo"? Darren Chick's long lost, now bilingual pet parrot Nigel did just that. The African gray parrot originally spoke with Chick's polished British accent. Bring us some mash. Nigel disappeared from Chick's home in Torrance, California back in 2010. Julissa Sperling, owner of Happy Tails Dog Spa, found the bird and was charmed by the bird's ability to speak Spanish. ¿Qué pasó? Sperling contacted a local veterinarian who traced the microchipped bird back to its original owner. The Spanish-speaking parrot initially bit Chick, culero, and kept mentioning some guy named Larry. How Nigel survived and picked up Spanish remains a mystery. And who the heck is Larry? Estoy crudo.
Coffee-loving parrot causes woman to crash her car. You remember this woman, right? The 79-year-old who sued McDonald's because she spilled hot coffee all over her lap? Seems to be a bit of a theme, hot coffee and vehicles and unfortunate results. But this story has a pet parrot thrown into the mix. On Tuesday, Angel Holyfield from Uniontown, Pennsylvania was driving and sipping and having a grand time with her pet parrot until the little bird began pecking at the lid of the cup. His impatience distracted Angel long enough that she crashed her Honda Accord into a guardrail. She reportedly suffered a broken arm and lacerations from the deployed airbag. Her parrot was fine. Angel told officials her little lovebird enjoys coffee and drinks it often, which is great, as long as she's learned her lesson and realizes it's pretty much common sense for the rest of us.
Say no to safe spaces on YouTube. Support TomoNews at patreon.com/TomoNews.
Featherless bird gains fame with sweater game, becomes fashionista. A new style icon has emerged, and her name is Javi. Sweaters are her game, sock sweaters to be exact. But all was not always well for this parrot who arrived at the Tallgrass Parrot Sanctuary in Kansas last September. As a result of extreme anxiety, Javi suffers from overpreening, a condition in which birds pluck out all their feathers. When she arrived at the sanctuary, the poor bird was said to have smelled like stale cigarette butts and rotted garbage. The sanctuary rehabilitates more than 30 parrots of all sizes, among other animals suffering from all kinds of conditions. Javi, formerly known as Hobby, was renamed by the sanctuary because the staff feels that no living being should be somebody's hobby.
You are a pretty bird.
Javi was then given a new look by Sock Buddy, a Canadian company that turns ordinary socks into stylish parrot wear. And these bad boys aren't just about fashion. Sock Buddy sweaters help regulate body temperatures for overpreened parrots, helping to prevent poor feather growth and weight loss. From tie-dye to classic white sweaters, Sock Buddy has been Javi's go-to designer. And turns out she's not the only one. Apparently, sweaters are now hot in the bird world. How chic.